mister. I have no idea how I'm going to record this sad video. Hello, my name is Leah Marie Lusk, and if you're watching this, then you have been lied to by Bobby Does Exist, otherwise known as bobbydoesexist. But that's not the point. bobbydoesexist has made a tier list of the 2024 Nintendo Switch games in which he has lied blatantly without caring and has admitted to lying to you. And we're going to address it today. I am not going to let this mal-journalism stand. I'm going to whistleblow him right now, and you're all going to watch as you have been lied to. Let's get started. This is his tier list. As we can see, we have the peak games, the certified bangers, the fun worth it, the fun not worth it, played for a day, actively bad, and forgettable / I did not play. Remember that. First, I would like to discuss what works about bobbydoesexist tier list. His peak section, I think, is very well made. He has games that he has fully played for multiple hours, most of them 100%ed, such as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, such as Odyssey, like close to 100%. Multiple hours have been put into this game, fully understanding the pros and cons of all of them, enough to make a justified opinion of his list. Other games on the list, such as Super Mario 3D World, Super Mario Maker 2, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the other Pokemon games on here have had, and also Super Mario Party Jamboree, have had enough of his hours put into it where he can make an informed opinion. He's played these games for tens of hours for his opinion on it to be valid. And I'm not arguing with that. My problem is with the games that he rates with having little to 0 hours in the games. Coming back to that later, remember that, we will talk about my opinion on the validity of some of his rankings, and it's just my opinion. I think putting Super Mario 3D World in the same tier as Miitopia is crazy. bobbydoesexist has played Super Mario 3D World and has had years of joy to come from it, and he has played Metroid for less than 10 hours. As you can see here, it doesn't even show how many hours he's played it because he just started playing it. And he has had fond memories with new Super Mario 3D World. So I just think that's a little scuffed. Now, looking at this list, for those who don't know bobbydoesexist like I do, I have sensed a few problems. I have sensed a few lies. It all started with the Kirby game and certified bangers. It caught me off guard because I looked at his playtime and it never showed a Kirby game. So I asked him, I said, bobbydoesexist, what's up with the Kirby game and your certified bangers? And do you know what he said to me? He said, I've never played it, I've just heard good things. You never played it? And then he said, no, I've never played it. I just heard good things from my friends. So then I said, so you put it not in didn't play tier list, you put it in certified bangers? And he said, yes. And I'm like, why? And I do not kid you guys. He said, because it's my list. He fully admitted to me that he was lying. He lied. He lied that he had the appropriate amount of hours to justify his ranking. He had 0 hours in the game, $0 spent. He has no idea whether it was worth it, whether it was fun, or anything because he has not played the game. That off rip is a huge flaw with this tier list that cannot be sustained and should automatically throw it out. But it doesn't stop there. I had the luxury of having one-on-one time, a one-on-one interview with the creator, bobbydoesexist. I previously have engaged with him in a conversation about the cadence of Hyrule, right now currently in his fun worth it tier list. I asked bobbydoesexist a fun little quiz game to figure out if he knew anything about this game. Do you want to know why I did that? bobbydoesexist does not own the Cadence of Hyrule. He played it at my house and my basement 2 years ago. It's a very fun game. But he wouldn't know how to rank that because he played it for all of 30 minutes. And we got through the main area, and then we made our way down. We didn't even go to Gerudo. We didn't go anywhere. Yeah, you can get a sense whether a game is good or not by, playing it for 30 minutes. Sure, you can be like, yeah, I've had fun for 30 minutes, but putting it in a ranking and putting it up on your story, representing yourself and your beliefs without fully playing not even 5 hours, not even 1 hour, not even 2 hours of the game, that's crazy. That's a little weird. And, it would be normal to say, hey, oh my god, I posted this to my story and I haven't played the game. I need to fix this right away. I let everyone down. But no, he does not give a sigma. He stands by his list and continues. And this is not even the worst part. The worst part comes with his absolutely filthy rating about the Xenoblade games. Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2, and on this list, Xenoblade 2 Torna is in the DLC as a part of it, even though it's not its own game. Although it's really fun. Starting with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. bobbydoesexist rated Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition in fun, worth it category. I think to be able to rate a game, one must understand kind of the core mechanics of the game, have a thorough understanding of the game, its plot, its style, what the developers put into it. And thorough can have different definitions. Some people think it's, completing just the main storylines, no quests or anything. Some people think the quests add a lot of life to the game, such as like Nier Automata. You get a ton of lore from doing the quest. Some people think it's 100%ing the game to give you like a really strong sense of it. But regardless of that, I feel like we can all agree that it takes more than just getting through the first tutorial. The first hour of a mainline Nintendo game does not define the game. Specifically in story-based games such as Xenoblade, I feel like it's a widely shared opinion that you cannot get a full sense of a full story-length game by only playing an hour or by only going through the tutorial part. Both of those things I just said is the extent of which bobbydoesexist has played Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Bro hasn't even left Colony 9. There is still all of Bionis to explore. He doesn't even know what Mechonis is, what it does! I feel that is a severe lacking of understanding to be able to rank a game, to be able to justify a ranking, put it up against games that you've had tens of hours playing. And we have proof of this. These are text messages between me and bobbydoesexist where, in 2024, where he said, I'm not going to act like I understand Xenoblade, but the music beep slaps. Which, yeah, the music's good. He's heard an approximately 3 to 5 tracks from Colony 9. And I said, that is so beeping real. What part are you at? I'm still in the first town in Xenoblade 1. I haven't played it in a while. Which is valid. You pick up a game, you put it down. He said, I can't get used to the combat, it's so weird. And I said, of course, when you get used to it, it's fun. Since then, bobbydoesexist has not played a second of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This is proven by his Nintendo Switch playtimes. As we can see, there is no trace of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition anywhere to be seen on this list. Important to note, there's also no trace of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In a story-based game, in my opinion, 2 hours is not nearly enough time to give you a full sense of the world that has been built. bobbydoesexist does not currently have the knowledge to justify the ranking he gave a lot of these games, specifically Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Editions, along with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I feel a more accurate and not deceptive placement of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition would be in the forgettable / didn't play or played for a day tier list. Because we can tell if something is fun from the first hour, first 30 minutes, first 5 minutes. But to rank it only at fun worth it when this game has, with the hours that were unplayed, has the potentials to reach it to certified banger or peak or even not worth it or even garbage, bobbydoesexist has put a burden on himself and on the people looking at this tier list because he has not given the appropriate amount of hours to thoroughly reflect on the game that he has not played. This is even more egregious with the Xenoblade Chronicles 2. bobbydoesexist ranked Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 The Golden Country at certified bangers, which notably is higher than Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which would leave you, or at least me, to wonder what basis? What is that based on? Is it based on hours of gameplay, more so than Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition? Is it based on what he's heard, which is inappropriate for ranking a tier list? But what is this higher ranking, or this ranking in general, based upon? It's to my disappointment to report that this ranking of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is based off 0 hours of gameplay. bobbydoesexist has put Xenoblade Chronicles 2, a game he has barely touched, and the DLC of a game he has not touched, in certified bangers, which is a disservice to his tier list in general and to the other games on that ranking, because it goes to serve that under-justified game there, makes the other games there look just as unjustified. Putting the Xenoblade games next to games he has thoroughly known and loved, such as The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, undermines his list and deceives us as the viewers by giving us the impression that he has played these games as much as the games next to them on the list. Especially considering that Torn of the Golden Country is the second one on the certified bangers list. bobbydoesexist has inappropriately rated the games on the 2024 Nintendo Switch tier list. And this hurts people. This hurts bobbydoesexist, this hurts his viewers, and this hurts Nintendo games as a whole. Your trust and my trust has been broken by bobbydoesexist, and this should not slide. I am calling bobbydoesexist to list an apology video understanding where he went wrong, along with a revised list based off of criticism and care from the people who are watching him. As a creator, bobbydoesexist has an obligation to think about the 10 viewers on his story. His audience will be impacted by everything that he posts and says, and that is significant. I am calling bobbydoesexist to admit to his audience what he has admitted to me and to make this right. Thank you.